Hi, my name is Nina Lamardo Pickett. I am a Doctor of Physical Therapy student at the University of Illinois in Chicago, and this video is a part of a series of videos I'm doing on how to meditate and use mindfulness practices as a way to increase health and wellness, particularly how to decrease stress, anxiety, and anxiety, especially in these times. So this is service to the public. It's entirely free. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to meditate. It's very easy. In the description box, I also have a written version of this exercise, so you can use that if you're more of a visual learner. But meditation is very easy. This exercise has been adapted from this book, which is Beyond the Relaxation Response by Dr. Herbert Benson. Great book if you're interested. Again, I don't get paid for this. I'm not an affiliate of anything. This is just a good resource if you're interested. So without further ado, we'll get into how to meditate. First, you want to choose a word, phrase, or even a prayer that you want to sing, chant, or contemplate on. It should be something that's positive or neutral, generally, right? I would say there's no wrong way to meditate, really. I would say the only wrong way is maybe focusing on something that's negative. But even then, it's not wrong. It's just maybe won't bring the best benefits. And that word or phrase can be anything, right? It can be something that means nothing, like singing or chanting the word one or two or three for that matter. It could be a Sanskrit word like hu or om. Those are quite popular. People are quite used to that. And I'll have videos that use hu or om after this video, so it'll be a full practice. Or you can also combine it with your own personal beliefs, and you can use a word or phrase from a holy book or kind of any text that you believe is spiritual. I recommend it's kind of a shorter phrase, since you're going to be repeating it a lot, so keep that in mind. And you also, you don't even have to necessarily chant it aloud if you don't want to. You can also do it silently within your mind. And some people have even used an image, for instance, rather than a word, if that works for you, right? So there's lots of ways that you can go about this, but basically you're just focusing the mind on this word, phrase, idea, image, and when the mind drifts from that word and you catch yourself, right, drifting, you're like, oh no, I'm not thinking about, right, this word, or I'm not repeating this word that I was supposed to be focusing on. Rather than, get angry or judge yourself for drifting, you just have a passive attitude. So that means that you just accept that your mind is drifted and you just gently bring your attention back to the word or phrase that you were supposed to be focusing on. And the more that you practice this, the less your mind will drift. But don't get angry at yourself for the mind drifting, because that's the nature of the mind. There's also this kind of idea of being the watcher, right? It's like you can watch your own thoughts in a sense, right? Because the nature of the mind is to think thoughts. So those are always going to happen. You really can't stop the flow of the thoughts, but you can maybe replace the thoughts, either with, a word or phrase that you're repeating, or maybe with something more positive. And in this way, it's kind of a way where you can kind of give yourself a break, right, from following the thoughts of the mind, right, and take a step back and then watch those thoughts as they happen, or maybe come to thinking nothing, or maybe also connect with your true self, whatever that means to you. Or if you're combining meditation with your own spiritual practices, maybe it's a way for you to connect to your true self and connect to your idea of God or some higher power, right? So I think the exciting thing about meditation is that it's a choose your own adventure. You get to decide what you want to get out of it, and the format of it basically still stays the same. So I think the easiest way for you to meditate and change the intention or combine it with your own spiritual beliefs is by what you choose to focus on. And don't get too worried about it, because you can try a lot of different things. I recommend that at first you try just following the guided meditation videos and mindfulness videos that I have linked to this video as is. So just follow them, try it, see what happens to you. But as you get comfortable with it, try it on your own, and then try to get creative with it. Try to play with the exercises, choose different words, see what works for you, right? What works for me may not be what works for you or somebody else. So try something that works for you and see what happens, right? There really is no kind of consequence. There's no kind of wrong way to do it. Nothing bad's gonna happen if you like do it wrong. So play with it, and I think keep that attitude of playfulness and joy and kind of passive attitude. So I'm gonna go through the steps for an easy way to meditate every day. I have also linked down these words on the bottom of the video, and know that you should be doing this either 10 minutes twice a day or for 20 minutes once a day. I personally do 20 minutes once a day because, the likelihood that I'm going to do it twice a day is just not very likely. So I just try to do it for 20 minutes twice a day, or maybe like 15 to 20 minutes twice a day. I'm busy, a lot of people are busy, so like I understand. But even if you can just start with 5 minutes, that would still be beneficial. And then you can start to grow up from there, right? At 2 minutes every week till you get to 20 minutes. Try to commit right now to something that is achievable for you, right? If you feel like 10 minutes, oh wow, I can't do that, then start with 5. Or if you feel like you can do 10 minutes, start with that and then grow it from there. Okay, so the steps again are, one, you're going to choose something that you want to sing, something that you want to chant, or something that you want to focus on. This could be a word like om or a word like hu, or it could be a neutral word like 1, 2, 3. It could also be something connected to your faith. So if you're a Christian or Catholic, one example is, Lord, show me thy ways, or thy will be done. For the Jewish faith, you could choose a word like shalom, or something else from a holy text like let there be light. From the Muslim faith, you could choose something like Allah to chant over and over again, or some other word that is from your holy text that has meaning for you. And for Hindu or Buddhist tradition, you can also again use hu or om or any of these other Sanskrit words, but you can also use ideas like joy is inward, turn the spotlight inward, and you can also focus on ideas. So it doesn't even have to be a word or phrase. It could be something like love. That could be your focus. Love, or divine love, or health and well-being, right? That could be your focus. And you can play with that. However you want to interpret that is up to you. So you choose that thing, and you sit in a comfortable position, right? So you don't need to be in a specific posture, no lotus posture or anything like that. You can just sit in a comfortable chair, and close your eyes, or you keep your eyes open if you prefer, and just relax, right? Take some deep cleansing breaths, inhale in, exhale, and just let go of any muscle tension that you might have in your body. And then just start to chant, sing, or lightly bring your attention to your chosen word, phrase, prayer, or idea or image that you want to focus on. And when your attention drifts from that, again, just lightly bring your attention back to your main focus. And do this for at least 10 minutes. Or 5 minutes, whatever you're choosing, right? Until you get to that 20-minute mark. And one thing that I like to do is kind of chant for maybe like 15 minutes and then pause and then do quiet contemplation for a couple minutes or a couple moments, right? Just to sit in perfect silence before I come back to the room and move on with my day. So those are essentially 8 steps that I've written down there on an easy way to meditate every day. Again, There's no wrong way to do this. So feel free to play with these steps, choose what works for you, try a bunch of different things, and see what happens. All right, thank you very much. Go ahead and click on to the next videos where I actually do guided meditations, so you can try this at home. All right, thank you.